Hi, I'm Cameron Trainer. My pronouns are she, her, hers. I'm from Houston, Texas, so out of state, which is kind of cool. And my major is animal science. As far as my family goes, I have my mom and my dad that I live with, and I have two older brothers. The oldest one is 10 years older than I am, and the other one is 7 years older than I am. They're technically my half brothers, so I guess growing up, I spent not as much time with them because they spent like half the time with their dad, half the time with us. And actually, recently, one of them just had a daughter, Freya, and so technically I'm an aunt, and my brother's an uncle, my other brother is a dad, which is kind of weird to think about because, I don't know, when I was little, he would always, mess, I guess I was a little sister, so he'd always kind of, not bully, but, definitely didn't seem like he was capable of being responsible for another person, so that's kind of cool now, and also, as far as, like, hobbies go, I really like music. I think my favorite duos are probably Ella Fitzgerald and Louis Armstrong, and then Waylon Jennings and Willie Nelson. I know they're kind of like complete opposites, but I just think their voices go really well together. And then other than that, I enjoy probably more like alternative, classic rock kind of music, and then also disco, special place in my heart. So those I really enjoy. Also, in addition to music, I really enjoy art. All throughout high school, I constantly took arts courses. I was part of the National Art Honor Society, and I also took the art portfolio class where you kind of got to do your own thing, and I actually did an entire portfolio. It was 5 pieces. And then I also participated in sports in high school a little bit. I did volleyball my freshman year, and then I did soccer my freshman and sophomore year. And I kind of wish I kept up with it a little better, but it's just I started joining other clubs, and I guess I can talk a little bit about that. So I went to a private school, and we had an admissions process. So, so students, they would come on tours, and the parents would have like open houses and events, almost kind of like Cal Poly a little bit, and kind of their admissions thing. Just Cal Poly's is like way more intense. So I was in the admissions club. I was in the admissions club for all 4 years, and then I served on the admissions council, which was like a small group of 12 that oversaw the admissions club. I served on that for 3 years, and senior year I was actually president of the admissions council, so that was kind of cool. I got to kind of see the whole process even better than I had before in just the council, so I really enjoyed that. I was also a member of Student Senate for my junior and senior year, and then I was part of the National Honor Society. And and I also started a conservation club at my school because we didn't really have anything like that, and coming from Texas, people aren't the most aware about, I don't know, endangered animals. People don't really talk about it as much, and even, like global warming and things like that, they kind of choose to ignore it, or they don't think it exists, which is definitely kind of stereotypical. I guess when you think conservative Texas, that's kind of what you think of, and it is true in some cases. And so, yeah, that was really fun. I went to a sanctuary. I got everyone together. I was actually co-founder of that club, so it was me and my friend, and we tried to do field trips. We even talked about the rhinos because I volunteered at the zoo for like 5 years, and that definitely helped motivate me to start the club, because I learned so many things, and you see these rhinos and you work with them and you're like, wow, there aren't that many left, and it's really scary to think about. So that was really cool. And I was also going to kind of talk about what my goals are, I guess, here at Cal Poly. So I came here, again, my major is animal science, and I am currently on the pre-vet track from my experience at the Houston Zoo, pets, just watching vets do what they do. My dad always stressed, be happy with what you do, because he went to college, he got his 4-year degree, he does engineering, so it's a good job, but he really doesn't like it. He actually really hates it and talks about it frequently. So he always stressed me, hey, do what you want to do, don't do what's gonna make the most money, do what makes you happy. Money's kind of important too, he says, but just from his experience, he says do what you think will make you happy the longest. So far, veterinary medicine is the only thing that has seemed like it'll make me happy, and I can do it forever, because the way I see it, I'll never get tired of animals. They've been a big part of my life. and so it seems like a good option. And so I came to Cal Poly because they're really good for the agricultural stuff, even good for pre-vet. I know they have connections even in Scotland, like Glasgow and I think Edinburgh, and you know, there's also UC Davis. Most likely though, I'll probably end up going back to Texas, to Texas A&M, because they have a really good vet school and it's in-state. But yeah, so my hopes and dreams are to either become a small companion vet, and working with cats, dogs, you know, hamsters, that kind of thing, or to go out and do conservation work in, you know, maybe like Asia, Africa, you know, work with the rhinos, but from a veterinary perspective, and really try to help them there, as long as by the time I get my degree it's not too late, which I hope it's not, because that'd be really sad. So yeah, that's really what I'm hoping to do right now. Yeah, and that's the end of my video.